Hello, Aries. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your relationship reading for the week of April 8th through April 14th. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I will shuffle live. And during meditation, Spirit showed me a swan. It was a single swan, kind of sleepy. It felt lonely. That was the energy that came through. And a swan is actually quite beautiful. Oh, okay. It is an elegant looking swan, or it's an elegant looking animal. And it's also very ferocious. So there is like a very strong feminine, masculine energy connected to this particular swan that I received, but it felt very, very lonely. Let's see what your oracle card is. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. You know, with this particular card, what I'm seeing, or the energy, actually, not what I'm seeing, the energy that I'm connecting this with is someone who has already begun that process. And as you do it, the more and more you do it, the more your spirits lift, the more this heaviness that's within you lifts. That's what I'm actually getting with this particular card. I'm also seeing that normally I get spirits, but I'm seeing that somebody close to you is like that has moved on, has passed on to the afterlife. I feel like they're still very much connected to you, and I feel like they're constantly near you, and I feel like you know this. Maybe you see them in dreams, maybe you see something that reminds you of them every once in a while. But I feel like there's somebody near you that's constantly protecting you. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what we have. All right, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you doing a lot of your inner work. Do you see how shiny this is with the wings and this? I feel like you're constantly surrounded. And look at all the birds, constantly surrounded by someone who's protecting you. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's incredibly strong, assertive, like the swan, assertive, but also feminine. It's the happy balance with this Queen of Swords, which is what I had gotten with the swan, and I said it with just the imagery itself. That I felt that it was somebody that was, masculine and feminine, and we all have masculinity and femininity, but it was like a balanced energy, and I feel like you had been a little bit more on the masculine side previously, where you were doing so much work, and it, like, you had to be overtly strong because of a situation that you were in that placed you in that, flight or fight sort of situation, and you just had to do. And I feel like with this Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're getting more in touch with your feminine side because you're forgiving and you're learning and you're moving on from whatever that was. That's what I'm seeing here. With the Fool, I feel like once you have already done all of this work and you feel lighter and you're not feeling as lonely or contemplative, you come into this Fool energy. But I do feel like you have been wanting a new beginning for some time. But I also feel like not anybody will do. Yes, you are willing to move forward and take, and go on an adventure. But I also feel like you're not willing to take just any adventure. You know, I feel like with this Six of Pentacles, this is saying I'm kind of weighing my options. I'm kind of tired of giving out to those who ask. I'm willing to give in to myself. And if these people aren't willing to give, if these people aren't givers like I am a giver, I don't want any part of it. That's what I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles. This is about you taking time for you and you cutting out those or not giving the time of day to those who just aren't as giving as you. Okay. Ace of Coins and Four of Swords. I want one more. So the Ace of Coins is a definite great opportunity. The Four of Swords is about rest and recuperation. However, in this particular card, I'm not getting rest and recuperation because I feel like you've already done that just with the Swan alone. Where and with this Queen of Swords, where I feel like you're already doing a lot of the work and forgiving. But I feel like what this Four of Swords is saying is lay that no longer serves you to rest. Don't be in this, oh, don't, I'm not going to move forward if you're not going to give to me. Because that actually puts you back into this particular energy or this energy where you want to forgive and forget, but you want to learn. Learning isn't just necessarily, oh no, I'm not doing that because I learned that if I give and you don't give, then it's not balanced, right? Not everything is going to be 50-50 all of the time. Sometimes it's going to be 70-30, sometimes it's going to be 20-80. That's just what happens. Don't cut somebody off just to cut them off. Take your time to get to know somebody before you make that kind of decision. I'm not saying, jump in like, with the Fool. But as I had mentioned before, take your time. You're not going to take a risk just to take a risk. Take a calculated risk. How is that? And it's funny that I say calculated because he's kind of measuring. Be mindful. Yes, be mindful of your energies. Don't just share your energies just with anybody, but don't also just cut anybody off just because they appear that it's not going to be right, right? Some people might be in the same situation as you, and maybe they're not wanting to share as much because maybe they're givers as well and they were taken advantage of. Okay, so be mindful of that, is what this is saying here. But they do want another card. But I feel like there's a lovely new opportunity coming your way. Okay, that just slid on out. Let's see what we have here. We have the Five of Swords, and this particular Five of Swords, it's so funny because I always see this Five of Swords as the bridge between like you seeing something from a higher perspective, which is literally what I was just saying from a different perspective, because I see these two people as soulmates. Like two people coming together. But they are unknown. And it isn't always necessarily a soulmate situation. It could just be somebody new that could be potentially great for you. But you have to have a higher perspective because Ace of Coins is a good opportunity. It's a good beginning. I want a card for this Five of Swords here. King of Cups. Yeah, it's definitely somebody worthy of your attention with this King of Cups person here with this Five of Swords. For sure. I thought so. I just wanted to be sure. But you need to be, and I feel because they are the King of Cups, they probably are very much a giver, and maybe they're being protective. So take it slow, and don't jump to any conclusions here, okay? When will you meet them? Soon. You have to clearly decide what you want, though. You have to get out of this for this to happen, okay? Let's see what else we have for you. My darling Aries. Tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. I told you that you were guided. I said it with this. It was reaffirmed with this. And now we have it with this. How can we help Aries move on from this particular situation? Norm, really? That's not okay. Spirit. Okay. They want this one for sure. I told you. Slow and steady. They want another one from this card. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, another one just fell out. Be at home. Be at home with yourself. Feel like you are at home with you. Be at peace, like that swan just kind of sitting there, but don't feel lonely. I'm not saying that it's not okay, whether, if you want to be alone, then that's fine. Then why are you at this particular reading? Because this is a relationship reading. But what I want to say about that is, okay, no, they want this one. Okay. Be at home, nurture yourself. The more you, are you kidding me? Speaking of, look at that. Nurture yourself. The more you nurture yourself, the more this forgiving and learning will happen. This doesn't necessarily mean be at home and just, sit there. This is saying find that peace within, and then we have the Hermit card. But as far as this person, go slow and steady. Get to know them before you make a rash decision. But also for their sake as well, because I don't feel like they are whoa, this just flew out. And the Hierophant. They also need to heal from their situations, and they also need to trust you as much as you need to trust them. Right? They want one more from this particular deck. Ace of Wands. All right, we definitely have new beginnings here. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Go within, and then you're going to find something that's quite traditional. You're going to find something that is balanced out for you. And there's going to be a lot of good communication here. The Ace of Wands, I see mainly as the communication, and I feel like this is really good communication. I feel like, look at all the buzzing around. It's like, you see all the broken pieces, the crystals down here? It's like these are your bits, yours and that person's bits, and then, you know, you grow something beautifully, right? But it's got to be a little bit of give and take. But you have to go within yourself. Look, do you see how you're guided? Do you see how you're guided? Go within yourself. Know what you are worthy of. You're worthy of this ace. You're worthy of this King of Cups. Maybe in the past you didn't do things traditionally. Maybe you just jumped on in. Take it slow. Be at home with yourself. Be at peace. And then this is what's going to happen. But you have to break down your past thoughts in order to build something that's going to flourish. You can't just stay in that past mindset. All right, my dear Aries, that was your relationship reading. Until we meet again, have a great one. Bye.